Okay, get this oregano chop. It can be sticky because it's fresh, but I use a heavy knife and I try and slice all the way through and lift the knife all the time because you want to chop it small. Now this is just the oregano. Freshness does take time. Every time you chop this with the knife, the slicing into the fresh green leaves just makes the aroma go all the way around the room. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, with the rosemary, you strip it down. See, if you strip it down, it comes off easy. The opposite direction, you strip it down. You learn these little tricks of the trade, and it makes you want to use the fresh stuff. Most people are just don't want to take the time to do this part. But, oh man, and the taste. Get the stems off. There you go. Now you got these pieces of the rosemary, see? But this stuff, you got to keep it close. It might fly over if it's dry, but this is nice and crisp all the way through. Your seasonings might fly all over your cutting board, but after a while, clean that blade off, move it around. You'll get used to it. The prep takes the longest in anything you do, actually. Food, painting, anything. Gotta chop it small, you know, because you don't want to overbold the flavor, you know, of the meat. So we're going to have more chopping on the rosemary, more chopping on the oregano, and then you've got my thyme, my pretty little thyme. Same thing, each of these stems, you got to pull the leaves down the opposite way, see? But then over here, you end up picking it. It's a pain in the butt. So now you got to sit here, strip it down the opposite way, and they slide off the stem. But don't forget, you got to pick the top off. You don't want stems in your seasoning. So you got to keep stripping it down. You just want the leaves. You're going to make a nice big pile. I got all this to do. And then once you get that, you got that little pile, the same thing. Slice through you want. Boy, it smells good on this cutting board. Do our herbs. Do our garlic. We got salt, pepper, and olive oil.